we have another thing we do at Center for Faith and Work LA, and it's called the Framework Fellows. And the Framework Fellows is an incredibly intensive 9-month discipleship program. And I thought I'd bring up one of our current Framework Fellows, and this is Stacy. Stacy, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do for a living?
Hi, I'm Stacy. I am a pathologist, so I'm a doctor who works in laboratory medicine, and I am also the associate residency program director for my department.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about how you heard about Framework Fellows, and what was it like in terms of the decision-making process to be a part of Framework Fellows?
Mm-hmm. So I attended Redeemer Presbyterian Church in New York for a few years, and one of my friends had gone through the Gotham Fellowship program. And I remember her telling me that it was an incredible experience that she had, and it really changed her perspective on work. And I kind of always had that at the back of my mind, but I never really signed up for it. And then I moved to LA and started attending Pacific Crossroads Church, and that's where I heard about CFW LA. And I attended the first annual conference, and from there on, just kind of heard about the program, had a lot of reservation about it actually, because 9 months is a pretty big time commitment, and considering the amount of work that I have to handle on a day-to-day basis, it was something that I wasn't really sure that I wanted to commit to. But just after hearing a lot of stories about how this really transformed people and how they work, I decided, okay, you know what, I'll give it a try.
And how did it go?
It's been really amazing, and I can absolutely say that it's shifted how I see my work and how I engage with work. So one of the things about being a doctor is people tend to think, oh, well, you're in healthcare, you're taking care of people, you have direct access to people, you can evangelize that way, your life can be a testimony. And as somebody who works in laboratory medicine, that felt a little bit distant from what I'm doing, because my day-to-day work is at the microscope, where I'm rendering diagnoses, I'm teaching my residents, I'm equipping them for their professional skills, but I didn't really feel like that was an avenue that God was working through. But just going through Framework and reading the rich material that we have and having really in-depth discussions with people across industries with totally different jobs from mine really kind of solidified that God is present in every aspect of our lives, and that includes me sitting at my microscope.
I just have to say that so I've been in the program too, right? Because I can't just talk about this program, I had to experience it. So we're at the tail end of this program. And the other thing that happens is you form these relationships that are just so powerful. You're praying for each other for 9 months. You're investing to others' lives. And 9 months is long enough to where you actually experience life and you can't fake it, right? And you have some hardship and you kind of walk through that with each other, and you walk away with incredible friendships, but also people in your lives that are encouraging you to live out your faith in your work in powerful ways. So, I know that Stacy and I are going to be connected for life, and that's what happens in this cohort. So if any of you are interested at all in this, we open up applications, opened right now. So it begins now. There's a limited number of spaces, so we encourage you to really give this some consideration. If you think you know what, I'm not called to seminary, I'm not getting trained for a pastor, I know my calling is in my work, but I feel like I need somebody to give me a long-term, in-depth, intensive discipleship investment, this will be a program for you. So thanks, Stacy, for coming up. Yeah, here, I'll put that over.